Okay, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience. I have been gone for a little while, guys. I have been doing a lot of clearing. I had to. There's been quite a bit of spiritual warfare going on. Some of you may be able to relate to that. Okay, you probably can relate. There's been a lot of spiritual warfare. Okay, people are realizing that cycles are closed. You know, things are over. Literally, it's done, and the collective is moving on. The collective has become, more grounded. The collective is more secure within themselves, and people are not opening the doors to the past anymore. People are done. They're being honest. They're speaking their truth. They're living their truth. Okay, and a lot of people are not able to handle that in the energies. They're not able to have their way anymore, and because of that, there's a lot of evil eye and hexing spells and spell work and blocking spells that's being projected out into the collective, coming from the spirit realm. And like I said, in the spirit realm, it's a lot of warfare going on. It's a lot happening, and it's up to us to be able to discern, first of all, recognizing what spirits and energies are yours and what energies are actually in your energy trying to tap in. Okay, so it's a matter of discernment, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It's a matter of being able to tell what energies are yours and what's not. Then you have to find out, why is this energy here? Why is it showing up? What does this mean? I closed the door on that, 2:22 on the timer. I'm no longer connected to that person. I'm energetically disconnected. I have separated myself energetically. And a lot of people are upset about that. They don't like it. It doesn't feel good. They don't want to feel rejected. They don't want to feel blocked. They don't want to feel like you don't want them anymore. You don't want to play their game anymore. And that's exactly what they're feeling. Five of Pentacles energy. Two of Swords energy. Five of Wands energy. 10 of Wands energy. Sound familiar? Three of Swords energy. 10 of Swords energy. 7 of Swords. 5 of Swords. These are the things that's going on with people because they're having to face their shadow side. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. They don't want to do the work. They don't feel like dealing with that. They'd rather ignore it and keep on moving. That's the part of them they don't want to deal with. And because of that, it causes a lot of spiritual warfare because subconsciously, people astral travel and their spirit is monitoring other people's spirits. Monitoring, trying to see what's going on with other people. And that's what these people are doing spiritually to the collective. Want to know who you're with, what you're doing, what you're working on, what good job you got now, what nice car you bought this time, where did you move to? Did you move to a better house than what they live in? Are you making more money than them? Did you get that promotion? Because a lot of the collective is not sharing information much anymore. You're more private. You're keeping things to yourself. You've learned and discerned who you can tell your information to, who you can share with, and who you cannot. Who you should engage with, who you should not engage with. Who you can give to, who you should not give to. These are the things that the collective is starting to pay attention to spiritually, which is really good. And I'm hoping for our sake, I say ours because we're all connected. I'm hoping for our sake that the collective is developing some kind of a spiritual practice because you're going to need it for times like these. 444 on a timer, you are protected. So it's very smart, and it's very high frequency spiritual hygiene when you Allow yourself to become more spiritually in tune, aware, and connected. That's how you grow. That's how you receive guidance. That's how you receive messages. That's how you get confirmations. Because you allow yourself to exercise the connection. Become more connected. Allow yourself to become more connected with your higher self. This is a good thing. And when you do that, that leaves other people who don't want to do the work, it leaves them looking stupid because they have the willpower to do it. They just don't want to. They have the right to do it. They have they have the will just like anybody else have free will. They do too. A lot of people don't want to do the work, but they'll get mad with the collective because the collective created boundaries. The collective don't want to talk to you no more. 555 on the timer. The collective has went along with the changes. The collective is adapting to these changes of not allowing toxic people into their lives, into their energy, into their bed. Some people mad because you don't want to sleep with them no more. They pissed off. They upset because they can't have sex with you no more. They can't sleep with you when they feel like it. They can't come knocking on your door at 3:00 in the morning and jump in your bed, knowing they just left their spouse. These are the things that people are upset about when they leave you for somebody else and find out that somebody else wasn't who they thought they were. They ended up with a whole devil. But they left you behind because at the time, you wasn't making that much money. You didn't have enough. You didn't look so good. You wasn't driving so good. You didn't have such a great looking car. You didn't live in a 2-story house. So they dumped you. And they went and got somebody else who lived in a 2-story house. They didn't know that house had a lien on it. They went and got with somebody who was driving a brand new GMC truck. Didn't know. They behind on the note. And can't afford the full coverage insurance. These folks is mad because of their own bed that they made. They made their own bed, being materialistic. Everything is about the tangible, what I can see, touch, taste, smell, feel. They're all about the materialistic world. And then when they run off and they see you not chasing them no more, they want to get upset because you're no longer playing their game. There's a lot of people who are upset with the collective because the collective have changed their mindset. Okay? There's a lot going on. Spiritual warfare is real. That's what I've been dealing with. That's why I have not been posting. I do apologize to the collective, but then that is letting me know I had work to do. I did what I needed to do because this is not just about me. This is bigger than me. This has to do with me and the collective. This is about the collective too. So it's my job as a person that does tarot, that does this mission here, this journey, this purpose of mine to bring forth messages to help people. For me to do this, I have to make sure that the energy is clear. Now, it may not be clear 100%, but it's clear enough for me to open up and give the messages where it won't allow entities in and dark evil energies in that will attack the collective. That will not be for the collective's highest good, because I was led to step back, keep the door shut, do not open that door. And therefore, I know better. I will not open that door. I cannot bring forth messages when there's a lot of warfare going on like that. Because I was feeling it. I was feeling it big time. And I was feeling people's energy all at the job. People want to argue. People want to say things that's unnecessary. And you have to mind your tongue. You have to be careful with the things you say. Because when you're a wise person, you know that things that are said can also be brought to life. So you're not going to stand here and argue with people and fuss and cuss and all that. You're not going to do all that. Nope. I'm going to let you do what you're doing because I can see through the situation and you can't. Spiritually, I can pick up on what's going on, including what's going on with this person who's trying to pick an argument with me. You're having issues. Something's wrong. You're not very happy today. You brought it with you to work today. And that's on you. That don't have nothing to do with me. You got to know when things don't have nothing to do with you. And it's okay to shun that off. You only deal with what when it has to do with you, When it comes to you clearing, you concentrate and focus on that. And that's what I had to do. And I got more than enough confirmation. Step back. Don't open that door. Step back. 10-10 on the timer. Because old things are passing away so new things can start developing and coming about. Right? People have released the past. And a lot of people are shocked. A lot of people are losing their ground. A lot of people are feeling alone. They're not going to tell you that, but energetically, that's what they're feeling. Spiritually, they're broken. And they feel like, I did the damage, but I can't admit to it. A lot of people, they don't want to take accountability, so they won't. They'll sit back and be pissed off and be mad at everybody else and act like it's somebody else's fault. But it's really their fault. They just don't want to take accountability. This is what's going on in the energy. And since I'm mad about the bed I made, the collective don't want me anymore. The collective done blocked me. The collective won't talk to me anymore. I don't have any access. I haven't heard from them anymore. They don't let me play games. I can't call and tell you a bunch of sweet nothings. I can't tell you that I need to show up tonight because, I need to rock the boat tonight. Let me come in. You know what I'm saying? Because people used to, oh, well, that's my baby mama. I can get it when I want it. That's my baby daddy. I can get it when I want it. That's not going that way no more. It's not going their way anymore. They're not able to have their way with you. They're not able to manipulate you. That's where the evil eye come in at. That's where wishing bad come in at. That's where the hexes and the curses and the spell work and the nasty vibes and the nasty energy. That's when that stuff start being projected, because people are realizing they left someone good behind, or they cheated on a good person, or they continue to lie and play games with a genuine person. A lot of these people have been fake in their energy. They don't know how to be authentic because they never had to be. Nobody made them responsible to be. Nobody held them accountable to be authentic, to take responsibility, to admit that they wrong. And a lot of people feel like they don't have to admit it. I ain't got to say nothing. I can act like ain't nothing ever happened. That ain't never happened. I can come back and talk to you 2 years later and act like nothing ever went down. You ought to be cooled off 2 years later. This is how these people think. I was just playing games with you. I really already had somebody, but I'm not going to tell you that. I'm going to come back making it seem like, oh, it's a pitiful shame. I'm the victim, and they want you to feel sorry for them. They want you to just let them back into your energy. Then you have those who likes to love bomb. All this is going on in the spirit realm. Some people are astral traveling in the spirit realm subconsciously. They don't even know they're doing it. Just spirits just all over the place. They don't even know they're doing it. Because why? They're mad with the collective. The collective won't let me in again. The collective won't let me cheat. The collective won't put up with my BS. The collective won't accept my lies. The collective won't let me, have this one and that one and them too. The collective won't accept my little old nasty ways, my cheating ways, my lying ways. I chose this person over the collective. This person ain't who I thought they was. Man, I want to go back to the collective now. You put an end to the games, okay? There's been a lot of that. So when it comes to spiritual warfare, you must be able to detect the energies, realize what's not yours, because that's what I had to do. There were energies that were not mine. Energies that people, they have this Three of Swords energy, and they want somebody to blame. When the problem is, they did get hurt. We're not denying that they got hurt. Yes, they got hurt. But they continued to collect hearts. While they were hurting, they continued to collect hearts. They continued to collect hearts instead of getting better and saying, I don't want to do nobody like that because I don't want nobody to do me like this. So let me do something different. Let me be a better person. No, they're not bothered about being a better person. They like collecting hearts. It felt good to the ego. It made them feel fulfilled for the moment because it fulfills a void. 14:44 on the timer. A lot of these people go out and they feel their sexual tendencies, their impulsive tendencies, their egotistical tendencies. They have these little momentarily fulfillments. And they risk losing a good person. They risk losing a counterpart. They risk losing a soulmate, an authentic lover, a real friend, a true provider, a true person that will have your back and stand by your side even when times get hard. People realize that they have turned their backs on these types of energies. They really didn't want to do that, but they did. They realized and they did something they really didn't want to do. And they really can't believe they've operated in this type of way. They really can't believe they carried on. They sitting back. Some of them feel stupid. Some of them feeling like a fool. Some of them feeling left out, left behind. They feeling like they've been snaked, and a lot of them have. And it's because they chose certain paths that was not for their highest good. And it's certainly because they don't want to do the healing. If you choose to do the healing, note, if you choose to do the healing, by you choosing, just by you making that choice, it will lead you and guide you into your purpose. It'll lead you and guide you into your healing. If you choose that. 1616 on the timer, Tower energy, Scorpio energy. Somebody who could have been dealing with a water sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. People are having tower moments because you were walking karma. Yeah. Not you. How dare you go heal? How dare you go get a better job than me? How dare you make more money than me? How dare you go look better than me? How dare you have goals in your life? How dare you create boundaries? Who told you to do that? You wasn't doing that before. See, people want you to remain in that energy in which they remembered you in. You're not doing that anymore. Those days are gone. It's a new time. New you, new energy. And this is what's been manifested. What's been manifested is the new energy of moving forward. 1717 on the timer. Something could be significant about July 17th. That could be someone's birthday as well. Gemini? Is that Gemini energy? No. That's Cancer energy. Is it that Cancer energy? 717? Yeah. It's the 7th month. 17th day. Yeah. Something could be significant about a Cancer. Energies are real. Astral traveling is real. Monitoring spirits are real. And the Most High gave me confirmation more than enough times. I have people who are subscribed to this channel who shouldn't be here. Because you're not here because you want to heal. You're not here because you believe in spirituality, nor are you here because you believe in purpose. And even if you did believe in it, it's certain things that you're not for, that you're hearing and discovering on this channel for whatever reason, but you're not here as an energy of light. You've been exposed, absolutely. Sitting way back there in the back. Yeah, you in the back there. Yeah, you've been exposed because you're here, but why are you here? Because no weapon formed against me or the collective shall prosper. It can form, but it's not going to prosper. It's not going anywhere. Because see, y'all sending this evil eye, y'all sending all these spell works and black magic and all these blocking spells, and what you don't understand is the more you do that, the more you create the same energy for yourself. So whatever hole you think you're digging for the collective while you spying on fake accounts, because the Most High has already spotted you and showed you to me that there's people here on my channel with fake accounts who are not supposed to be here, who are residing in dark energies. Let me be the first to tell you, in case you don't know, now you know. You are sought out. Whatever hole you call yourself digging will be the very hole you fall into. It is your karma. Because if you have time to sit on someone's channel just to project negative energies. You really need to heal and you need to get a life. But just know, when it comes to the darkness can't drive out the light, but the light can drive out the darkness. Hate can't drive out hate, but love can drive hate all the way out. Unconditional love, that is. Because people don't know love and unconditional love is two different things. Haters, they don't like love. But if they hate, let them hate. Watch the money pile up, right? If they hate, let them hate. Watch the money pile up. I'm sorry, fear doesn't reside here. Unconditional love does. So if you subscribe to this channel for any dark, unnecessary reasons, more power to you. But unfortunately, that power is not going to go too far. And may the highest form of righteous judgment be casted upon your head in spirit and in flesh, in sleep and awakened state, across all timelines, realms, and dimensions, known and unknown. I'm talking to the people in the back collective, those who are not supposed to be here. They're here for the wrong reasons. I can see you because the Most High and my spiritual team has already shown me. You're here. And some of them, they think they know me, but you do not. I know me, but you do not. You may think that you do. No. So, whatever your intentions are, it shall be settled in spiritual court. And things shall be made fair and balanced. And that's because it's spiritual law. Please remember that. Karma is real. So collective, you are protected. 2 on the timer. You're protected. The initial thing here is for you guys to remain grounded. Okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, remain grounded. People are watching. People are upset. People are obsessed. There's a lot going on. Pay attention to detail. If you do not have a spiritual practice, let me tell you, you shall get you a spiritual practice. It is for your highest good. It is how you stay connected. It is how you stay informed. It is how you stay aware. We are all connected. But you want to be connected with the right ones. Okay? On the right frequency. Okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I apologize. I did miss you guys. I wanted to bring my messages forward. I tell you, I thought about you guys every day, and I had to do the clearing. It's so important. I had to do the clearing, and it had me very exhausted, very drained. Because then, after you do the clearing, and you sort out the energies, and you allow it to play itself out, after you clear it, you got to rejuvenate yourself. You got to re-energize yourself, right? And you need the Most High to help you with that. You see, so you got to sit back and rejuvenate, restore your energy. The fight is real, man. This ain't no joke. Spirit realm, it's real. It ain't what you can see that you need to be worried about. It's what you can't see, especially with your natural eyes. Okay? For whoever needs to hear that. Everybody's not spiritual, everybody's not religious. Just take what resonates with you. Leave the rest. There's no need to try to make anything fit. Just had to let you guys know what's going on here. I've been gone for quite a while, trying to get these things in order, get the clearing done. Got most of that done, yet and still it's not always finished. This is not something that's a completion. It is something that is ongoing, because energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed or transmuted, okay, or transferred. Yeah, transform or transferred, okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see what needs to be clear for you guys here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so we have all illusions about who and what I am are now destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All illusions about who and what I am. And that's a problem I had also spiritually. I pick up on it because I pick up on energies real easily and quickly. People who takes my energy, they read my energy totally wrong. Totally. And that has happened since I was a kid. Okay? So for someone, you need to write this down, set your intentions to release it. Give thanks to the Most High Mother and Father, your spiritual team, for helping you to clear this negative energy. And then you need to burn the paper. Yes, I said burn the paper. Burn. Baby, burn. Let it burn. Burning and releasing. It goes together. That is a language. It is a ritual. Spiritually, you're saying, I no longer need this in my life. I release this. This is not serving me. I don't want it. When you burn paper, it goes from being a piece of paper to ashes. That is transformation. That is a message. When you burn it, you burn that bridge over that troubled water, guess what? When the bridge falls and it collapses, you ain't going back over that water. You can forget it. Unless you can walk on air. Okay? So, where we at when it comes down to burning and releasing, you want to send that message. It is, I'm releasing. This is what I'm doing. This is the action I'm putting forward. An action. This is spiritual. We're putting forward an action in a spiritual way. But this is a good way to do it. This is an authentic way to do it. This is the way of it's like I could say the way of light. It's light work, okay? Because it's simple as lighting a piece of paper, burning it. Because when you write stuff down, you make it real. That's like a person that writes a book. When the author writes the book, he's writing the book to get the attention of the reader. He's got to make it interesting, or you're not going to continue to read. So when you're reading, you have all kind of imaginations. You having all kind of thoughts. He's making everything sound so detailed and colorful and rich and authentic, and you can feel what's being said because words give life. It's simple. And so therefore you write it down, make it real, give thanks. That's coming into connection and in agreement with the Most High Mother and Father and your spiritual team. Give thanks to release this energy. Thank you for assisting me. I no longer want this. I release this in spirit and in flesh. I release it. I don't want that. This is negative energy. No more illusions about who and what I am. Write it down. Set fire to it. Watch it burn. Goes up in smoke. That is releasing. It's a language. It is an action. You put an action to your words. You put an action to what you believe. You put an action to how you feel, what you're thinking. You're exercising your spirit. You're exercising your spiritual tools. You're exercising your spiritual ritual. You're exercising it. That's what we need to do. The next thing you have here, fire signs, is fear of transparency, vulnerability, and authenticity around others is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. That's another thing. People are afraid to live their truth. And there are people who have watched you, fire signs, live your truth, speak your truth. They envious of that. They jealous of that. How dare you be yourself? How dare you take off that makeup? Take off that wig, take off the nails. How dare you take off that toupee? How dare you stop wearing that old black marker stuff they make to make your hair look full? How dare you start being your authentic self and speaking your truth? How dare you? Who told you you could do that? You got people, and when I say people, you got family members, lovers, ex-boyfriends, girlfriends, ex-wives, husbands, baby daddies, baby mamas, uncles and aunties and cousins and half-brothers. You got grandmothers and mamas and daddies. People who, like, seriously don't like you. They can't, like, they literally are hating on the fact that you are able and you are bold enough to live truthfully and not lie to yourself, not be in denial, because a lot of people living in denial. A lot of people, they living in illusions, and they're comfortable with that. They're not being honest with themselves at all, period. Some people just living, doing whatever people tell them to do. Whatever their mama say, they do it. Whatever their daddy say, they do it. A person could be good for them, and they'll listen to their mama and their daddy and say, nah, they ain't no good for you. What you doing with them? He too old for you, or she too young for you. Everybody got a say. As soon as you have a say, they have a problem. Well, you stop letting people do that to you. Control your life. Some of you are living in your truth. You're not letting people control who you can see, who you talk to. You're not letting people do that to you no more. Who you should be with, who you shouldn't be with, who you should marry, who you shouldn't marry, where you should live, where you shouldn't live, what job you should work. You got a lot, what career you supposed to be in, what lifestyle you supposed to live. You got a lot of people who are pissed because you're doing things your way. You walking to the beat of your own drum. You're dancing to your own music that you created. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Because some people need to get them some business and create them some music. But they can't do that because they too busy watching you. But at the same time, it's like they don't know whether to love you or to hate you. Because they love everything about you, but they can't stand how you do. They can't stand that you're a loner. They can't stand that you don't need people to give you validation. They can't stand that you don't mind being on your own. They can't stand that you don't want to wear fake hair no more. And there ain't no shade to people who wear fake hair. If that's what you like, you do what you want to do. Whatever make you feel good, that's what you do. But some people, they coming away from that too, because to them, it's more authentic. They feel better. Because people having change of mindsets. And when you do that and you open up more and surrender more to the Most High, it's going to lead you to do less artificial things and more authentic things that most fit you. It is what it is. It's no shade to people who like fake hair or shade to people who like fake nails. Whatever you like, as long as you can afford it and that's what you want, have at it. We're talking about spirituality here. Being your true self. Being your true authentic self. Some people liking the same sex. They so scared to tell people because folks waiting on them to say it so they can jump on them. Some people running from their family because the family trying to jump on them and beat it out of them. Their mamas and daddies trying to beat it out of them. Put them out on the streets. Don't want to give them a place to live no more because they spoke their truth. They said they was telling the truth. They didn't want to marry John because John ain't the one. I don't want to marry John. I ain't into him. I never was. Y'all was just forcing it. Some people have spoke their truth. And you got people mad. Parents is mad. Grandparents mad. Aunties and uncles, cousins, family, friends, homeboy, homegirls. Y'all done turn people down because y'all see people as players. You don't want nothing to do with that energy. You don't want no player. You want somebody who's authentic. Somebody who's serious. Somebody who's serious about life. Who want to build something and be real. Be honest. Be trustworthy. See, some people think that's lame. What you being honest for? What you telling the truth for? That don't work. What you telling the truth for? Tell a lie. People like you to lie to them. So everybody like the lie. Yeah. So that's what? That's supposed to be the big thing now? No. So there's a lot going on in the energy. Spiritual warfare is real. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So a lot of you are learning to be more open and vulnerable to where you're not afraid to speak your truth. And you're not worried about who don't like it. Some of you, that may have been a point where you have been, afraid that maybe you would have lost relationships with your mom, lost relationship with your dad, best friend. brother, sister, because why? Speaking your truth. If some of you, you did lose that relationship. And believe it or not, for those of you who may have lost relationships, you may not believe this, but sometimes you lost that relationship because you were supposed to. And it's not a loss, actually. It's actually a level up. I'll say it again. It's not an actual loss. If someone turned their back on you because you're not doing what they think you should do in life, that is not a loss. Let them turn their back and you go on and you live your life. It's a level up. Because you don't need people who are not honest or trustworthy or inauthentic. You really don't need that in your circle. What do you need with that? What are you going to do with that? How can that be of service? How can that be of any help to anyone? It's not. No. So understand what's going on in the energies. That's why I say I've been gone for a few weeks now, because I've had to clear the energies of inauthenticity, vulnerability, energies I recognize that did not belong to me, people tapping into my energy, people from my past trying to tap in, because I am not going to allow you to play any of your games with me. I don't have to participate. I can simply walk away. 36 on the timer. Why? Because that cycle is now closed. It's complete. And I don't need validation, nor do I need any kind of translations. I don't need no kind of closure. I don't need any of that. And some people who are from my past, they think that I do. And they also think that I don't know what's going on with them. But I do, because it's spiritual. And the people that refuse to do spiritual work, they leave themselves wide open. So a person that is in tune and is aware, when a person try to play in your energy and they're not connected and they don't realize they're doing it, or sometimes people can know, but most times people don't know, they're tapping into your energy. You're able to pick up on that. As an empath, as somebody who's connected and aware, you can discern the energies and pick them out. And you can sit there and you can dissect that energy. You know why it has shown up and where it's coming from. That's what you need to know. Why is it here and where did it come from? Or whom? Because people send out entities all the time. They send out different spirits and energies all the time, especially when things don't go their way. They want to do hexes. They want to do spells. They want to make sure love don't come into your life. They mad because you didn't choose them, or when they had a chance to be with you, they didn't choose wisely. Now they mad because you got a better life. They don't. They got to sit in what they created, and it can go vice versa. Because it's spiritual law. It's law. You can't change it. Karma don't bounce off of you and you sent it off to be negative. It's gonna bounce off to you and stick to somebody who's positive. And it never comes back to you what you've done. That don't work like that. It comes back around. That's why be careful how you treat people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. It's just that simple. And a lot of people take just that simple little thing there and they trample all over it like it means absolutely nothing until it means everything. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Boy, I tell you, I have missed you guys. I miss my collective. But I also had to do the clearing. I was able to do that. My thing is, this is just not about me. It's bigger than me. So when I do my clearing, I'm always asking the Most High, Mother and Father, my spiritual team, please strengthen the collective as well. Give them the spirit of discernment. Allow them to see. Let them understand who is around them, who don't need to be around them, so they can pass their tests, so they can elevate, so they can grow. Because that's what you're here for. You're here to evolve. You're not here to stand still in no 8 of Swords or 10 of Wands energy or 2 of Wands energy or some 2 of Swords energy. You're not here to stand still and be locked in a box or captured in a corner somewhere stuck. That's not why you're here. You're here to evolve. Some of you, you're here to be the catalyst of change. Some of you, you have purpose to help other people to heal through the same things you've been through. That's why I'm here, to help others to get through the same things I've been through. Some things I've been through, I should not be sitting here today. And we're talking more than 25 years ago. Some of the things that I have encountered. We're talking more than 39 years ago. The things that I have encountered. I should not be sitting here today. And I have people who do not believe my story. But I don't need them to believe. Because at first I couldn't believe it either. And the Most High Mother and Father had to show me that you are here for a reason. Because life had got that way, 40-40 on the timer. Life had gotten to the point where I wanted to know, is this why I'm here? For people to come into my life and keep stomping all over me? For people to come into my life and keep taking my kindness for weakness? Oh, I'm lame because I care about you? I'm lame because I call to see about you? I'm lame because I'd like to take you somewhere nice and show you something different than the abusive relationship you've come out of? That makes me lame? Because I'd like to do something for you for your birthday because no one else did anything for you. And not that I'm some perfect person. I have my flaws. I have things that I had to get over. I had addictions that I had to get over. I had things I had to heal from. I've had to take the long way around too. How else was I supposed to learn? Life is one big lesson. And we're all here for it. So since you're here, get the lessons. Learn the lessons. Elevate. Evolve. It ain't gonna kill you. It's just gonna make you better. You'll be glad you did. It don't always feel good. The process is not always a feel-good process. But it is necessary. So I have people all in my energy as well. I know what's going on. I recognize it. High sexual energies. And what is it? It's just an energy of people wanting to come back and love bomb. That's all it is. They want to love bomb. Why? Because they know you care. You're an empath. How could you not care about me? You do care. I had somebody tell me that, Collective. You know you love me. You know you care about me. I do love you. You're right. I do care about you. Enough to let you go. Enough to let you go. I do love you. Enough to leave you alone. Because I see that you need to heal. It's a lot still going on with you and you're not ready. And that's okay if you're not ready, but I gotta go. And see, a lot of times people don't expect you to leave quietly. They expect you to bark and bite and fuss and fight and yell and scream and kick and shoot and hit and cause damage and discrepancies. No. When you wisen up, you learn to leave quietly. You leave quietly. Because there's always something better and there's something different. And yes, you do get tired of being the bigger person sometimes. Sometimes I do get tired of it. I have many instances where I got tired of encouraging people who I knew was trying to stomp all over me, who thought I was naive because I was actually trying to encourage them. They thought I was naive. They thought I was gullible. All I was doing was trying to encourage them. I could hear through the conversation that something was wrong. That what they left me for, it didn't work. I knew it didn't work. I actually felt bad for them because I understood because you won't heal. That's why you keep running into the same energies in different people because you choose not to heal. I feel bad for you. Because if you would heal, it'll help you elevate so you can raise your vibration. And the people that's not good for you, you will stop attracting them people. People that tried to come for me and tried to take this heart, they couldn't maintain it. Like they could take it and hold it, but they couldn't maintain it. I had to take it back. They thought they had it. Some of them did. I had to learn. But this last person, they thought they could capture my heart. They thought they could collect it and put it on the shelf. I had to go get it back. You can't put me on the shelf. I'm not shelf material. I'm not shelf material. I'm marriage material. I am unconditional love. That's what I am. That's who I am. And I don't have to be anything different because there's no need. Unconditional love surpasses all. That's how I feel. And that love starts with self. When you're secure and grounded within yourself, can't nobody come along and knock you off your rocker because you're a nice person. Take you for granted and stump all over you and leave you in a Ten of Swords energy because they feel like somebody got more than you. Or they look better than you. Or they have a better job than you. They make more money than you. So collective, you don't want to let nobody leave you like that. Transparency and vulnerability, authenticity is a strength, not a weakness. Okay? Someone is having illusions about you, who and what you are. But that's their problem, not yours. So you need to clear it. Write it down, set your intentions, and clear it for whoever that part resonates with. And if we too far off in here for y'all, I apologize. It's 46 minutes in. If that's too long for you, hey, if you need to, click off. It's up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and get into the messages here for the collective. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody need to know what's going on. The spiritual warfare is real. Okay? It is real. And y'all got a lot of people in your energy and upset. I can't worry about no time right now because time is truly an illusion. It's divine timing the way I see it. Here in the Matrix, man done made up whatever they wanted to make up with the time. But in the spirit realm, divine timing. Because I was told I'm right on time. Okay? Somebody needs me. There's someone in this collective that needs my help, and I'm all right with that. I'm here for it. Okay? And those who are subscribed to me who don't need me, well, we're gonna let the Most High and the spiritual team deal with those people, aren't we? Aren't we, collective? I'm here for those who need me. And the Most High said, yeah, you're here for a purpose. You're not here to be walked all over. You're here because you're one of my warriors. And you're highly needed. Highly needed, just like other warriors. And collective, there are those of you who are warriors too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries energy. Loving yourself. The lovers. All right. Look at that. Yeah. People trying to send them blockages, baby, but it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Collective, you are protected. I pray that you guys are doing well. Stay grounded in spirit and in flesh. I will always include my collective in my prayers. I will always include my collective when I ask for strength and protection. I will always include the collective because you are subscribed to me. Therefore, I have a responsibility to you, especially when it comes to the spiritual part of us, because we are one. Energetically, we are. Whether you got evil spirits around or good spirits around, you got to detect who's who and what's what, and you got to know how to deal with it and maneuver through those spirits, maneuver through those energies. You got to know how to do that, and we all going to learn to do it. If we haven't been learning, some of us on different timelines. Some of us have learned, some of us need to learn, and that's what we're here for. Those who know, help those who don't know. All right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Solar plexus chakra, crown chakra. I'm trying to tell you, baby, coming together. You understand? I'm feeling tribe. tribe, soul tribe, soul tribe. 372. Someone here could be a life path 3, life path 2, life path 7. We got solar plexus here, willpower. Willpower. What do you really want? What do you really want to do? How do you feel? Self confidence. Yes. Your confidence, your willpower, your strength to move forward, to make it happen, to do it. Crown chakra, receiving those downloads, receiving those messages, receiving guidance, okay, and coming together. This could be some kind of union with self. It could be a union with another person, okay. Bottom of the deck says challenging times. I feel like these challenging times, this is Wands energy, okay, so it could be some conflict going on, but this is inner conflict that someone could be going through, okay. We'll see. We shall see. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I really hope all is well with my collective. I care about y'all more than you know. I care about the collective, okay? More than you know, guys. When I'm not here for a while, it's for a reason. Just know that. Alright? But I'm not going anywhere. Okay? Know that. Challenging times. Alright, so you may be led to hold back from a situation. We're going to see. We got the Four of Pentacles and you got the Page of Swords. You have the Six of Pentacles here. Okay, coming together. There's an energy of reciprocity. You could be magnetically drawing this energy to you. An energy of equal give and take, reciprocity here, coming together. Could be some kind of union for someone too, because the green is showing, which is the heart chakra, cups, 2 of cups, Cancer energy. Okay, so you could literally have been holding back, like having control here, having some self-control here, holding back. You could have been holding back, like communicating with somebody, because somebody is definitely fire signs. Somebody's definitely watching you, okay? Because I know I have people watching me. Those I may know and those I may not know. But I fear none, okay? Because I don't mind calling judgment when it's necessary, okay? And may the highest form of righteous judgment be casted upon the heads of my enemies, known and unknown, and the enemies of the collective. Because we have enemies. When it comes to the spirit realm, anything that you do concerning the light, trust me, you have enemies. Okay? That's why I call judgment. I don't play. In any way, form, or fashion, may the highest form of righteous judgment be casted upon the heads of my enemies, known and unknown, in spirit and in flesh. I don't play. Because to me, when it comes to that, it is very serious. Okay? So fire signs, we have the 9 of Pentacles here. Okay? It's 13 Pentacles there. There's a lot of changes that has happened financially for someone. And there's something you have definitely laid to rest. Because, like, some of you know you got people watching you, but you're not bothered about that. You're not bothered at all. Not giving them any of your attention, any of your energy, in which you should not. You have King of Pentacles energy here. So someone could be definitely dealing with an earth sign, possibly. Let's see. We have the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, along with the King of Pentacles, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Like I said, somebody here, you could be receiving some type of dreams about a connection. Just a moment, guys. Okay, you could have received some type of dream about some type of connection here. It's like an energy of you feeling very confident and you know to hold on to what you have. It's like you know not to share anything right now. You know to hold back from giving to the wrong people. You know who you should give to and who you should not. Okay, there may be a King of Wands energy that you have separated from. That King of Wands could be watching you at this time. Okay? You have the world coming out here. You could be traveling a lot or getting ready to travel, or you have been doing a lot of traveling. You could have met someone also while you were traveling. Um, I hate to say that, but there's some player energy happening right here. Yeah, because somebody going to be dealing with some karma, baby. That's why karma is hitting. Karma is hitting. If you're still here for it, karma's hitting someone. Okay? And this could be a King of Wands, someone who's matching your energy, but they are in a lower vibration, or they were. But you've laid this to rest with the Four of Swords. Someone you're separated from, who you're no longer dealing with. Again, you could have met this person while you were traveling. This person could be a Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with a like fire sign, or someone with heavy fire in their chart who is a Virgo, possible here. Okay? You could have met this person while you were traveling. I feel like this person could be dealing with some kind of karma here. Like they may say, or maybe they're thinking energetically they'd like to work with you, but I don't know about that. Ace of Cups is here. Some of you could be dealing with two different people here. That's possible too. Challenging times. Somebody dealing with some inner conflict. I know that. And be careful of competition. Someone may feel like you're dealing with someone in which they would be in competition with, or maybe they feel like they would have to deal with competition when it comes to you. Fire signs. Yeah, you could be having dreams about somebody that you may need to let go of. Somebody, yeah, you may have dreams about somebody intuitively. You could be getting like downloads and some type of confirmation that you need to release a like fire sign. You need to release this person. And this person may try to come around and love bomb and want to, oh wow, start over where you left off kind of energy. There's counterpart energy here too, though, see? And it's King and Queen of Pentacles. King and Queen Pentacles energy. Someone has been rejecting coming together. Someone has been blocking it out because you know you're supposed to. Someone is possibly trying to offer or making you feel like they're a true love or something. They just want attention, and you're gonna see it clearly. Yeah, 5 of Wands coming up again. That's 10 Wands, so someone could be possibly trying to cause a burden here. Yeah, it's like a third party energy with a King of Wands in the background. There's a King of Wands in the background who's been in his background for a very long time. It's like this is somebody you had to heal from, who was a player, but there's also someone that you could be coming together with who is a counterpart. King and Queen of Pentacles. Your karma is to end up with this counterpart and stay separated from this King of Wands, whoever that's for. Okay? Yeah, because this King of Wands is delusional. Or they're trying to cause you to accept some illusions. Okay? Illusions about who and what I am. Because, see, somebody could look at you and think, because I have that problem too, where I could meet someone and automatically at least this is the past energy I used to deal with in the past. People automatically thought I was a player when I would meet people. And I had both genders attracted to me. I was attracting guys and females. And people would automatically, just off the bat, they just knew that I reside in this Knight of Wands energy. And man, they were reading me so wrong. Because I wasn't the kind of person that was all flirty with everybody. I'm just not like that. I don't want to just flirt with everybody. Like, I don't mind having a good time. I kind of like that old school vibe when you have a crush on somebody and y'all know y'all crushing on each other, but you're not quite saying it just yet. But it's still cool that both of y'all know. And you kind of get a little closer and get to know each other. I'm talking about the old school way, right? So, being a player was like the furthest thing from my mind. But every time I met somebody, that was the first thing came to their mind. So what they wanted to do, they wanted to play me first, cause illusions, you know. They wanted to gaslight and ghost, call itself breaking my heart first. Let me get you before you get me kind of energy. And so this may be the kind of energy you may have dealt with, fire signs, with this Leo. This is the Leo that's been in the background. Somebody been, I don't know if it's double life going on right here or not, but somebody been dealing with a Leo in the background for a long, long time. And now this Leo is watching you, collective. The Leo is watching. Whatever illusions, they didn't pan out, okay? Whatever illusions that they put up in your face, whatever happened, at least I know you didn't stay there for too long. Let's just say that. Okay? Because this became something that was very unfulfilling. And I feel like you were able to walk away from this because I feel like you were very much independent, Nine of Pentacles energy. You had a lot of willpower. You were feeling powerful and not powerless. And you began to hold back your energy from this King of Wands, be it male or female. Somebody had a King of Wands in the background. And it's like you finally separated from this person. This is some person that could be throwing evil eye and hexing spells and all these blocking spells because, for one, there's some childish energy there. And, of course, hardcore player energy. Okay, this is the person that loves attention. They love attention. They will love bomb the hell out of you. Okay, and expect you to believe all of their lies, and will make fun of you for being transparent and vulnerable and being your true self. They'll make fun of that, and it's because that's something that they encountered when they were trying to be that way. Somebody did them like that. They need to heal from that, and because they haven't healed, they'll continue to project that upon you because you're trying to be your true, authentic, real self. Show yourself to this person, and this person is not ready because they're immature. They just like to play. It feels good to play the game, right? So that's what it is. They just like to play. Okay. So there's a lot of conflict. This person probably would try to come back and love bomb this because they just want to have you in competition. Person like this, they enjoy the chase, and you're not doing that. And the thing is, what you're requiring, fire signs, you're requiring equal give and take. That's what you're saying. I'll work with you if you're willing to do right, be fair, right? So basically, where you were in the past energy, in the Nine of Pentacles energy, that's where you are now. See, this person can't pull you. They can try to tap into the energy and pull on your energy, but it's not something they can actually hang on to. And that's what they're realizing. They can't hang on and hold on to you anymore. And like I said, these types of energies, they'll sit back and they play hard up and hardcore because they're players, but behind the scenes, they're crying little baby boys and girls because they can't have their way. You're not playing their game anymore. They can't love bomb. They can't get what they want out of you and feel free and good while they getting everything they want and have the best of both worlds, and then they gaslight you and act like nothing ever happened. No, it's karma time. It's karma time. And people have the realizations that they can't play like that with everybody anymore. You're going to have to come with a new game. Or maybe you should stop playing the game altogether because you're not good at it anymore. Okay? So the game is played out. This person is receiving some karma here. They have had a realization, but this person is somebody I feel like you have successfully broke ties with. You have successfully cut cords with, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. You have separated yourself from the King of Wands. Somebody has. Could have been a child's father, could have been a baby's mother, whatever it was. You are looking forward to something new connection. There's a King and Queen of Pentacles energy here, which is, counterpart energy, which is really nice. Yeah, this person is, they mad. Hey, yeah, because they feel left out. Yeah, somebody feel left out. Yeah, you had to go. I told you had to walk away. You had to go. And that's all it is to it, baby. You're not going to let nobody do this conflict thing. We're not doing conflict. They having conflict with themselves. You leaving them to it, collective. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you leaving them to their conflict. That's what you're doing. You leaving them to it. Let them enter battle and have conflict with themselves. If a person can't choose you and they don't want to get to know you and they don't want to be authentic with you and they can't see the value in your authenticity, they can't see the value in your transparency, they can't see the value in your honesty, man, you need to get that person away from you, because that is real true value. When you learn how to have those things, that is true value. Not being fake, not being a dog, not being a liar, not being an energetic thief. Those are the things that are lame. I've had people to do me like that too. Oh, you love me? I know you love me. Oh, you lame. You celebrating my birthday? You lame. You this, you giving me this, you giving me that, you lame. People trying to use you just to prove a point to the next person how well they can use you, how well they got you wrapped around their fingers until you wake up. We got to wake up from this sleep. And what did you do? You created them boundaries. Yeah, you start protecting your energy. And they mad because they can't manipulate you no more. Yeah, now they got to face their own truth. See? And they still waiting, thinking you waiting for them. They waiting for you to invest in them. Not realizing you done released them. Devil energy, you done released them. You let them go. Death. I said devil energy, but it's 13, which is the death card. Transformation, change, death. Death card. You released these people. You released these energies. Why? Because you walked away towards your wish fulfillment. Dreams do come true. Okay? Dreams do come true. Dreams and decisions. Dreaming of something real after you detached from people that wasn't good for you. You detach. Some of y'all having to detach from family. You're finding out your family don't like to see you in healthy connections. They want to see you with people who want to use you, abuse you, talk to you bad, cause you harm, cause you to live in poverty, cause you to overwork, cause you to be stressed out. Don't want to see you in a healthy relationship because they didn't experience a healthy relationship. Collective, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I hope that the messages were helpful. It's good to be back. I'm going to continue to do my spiritual work. Hey, when you become a self-motivator like me, hey, when you become that lone wolf like me, you don't need no validation and no closure from nobody. Because the Most High, Mother and Father, they fill that void for you. I had a lot of things in my life that I didn't get no closure on, including the murder of my mother. I didn't get no closure on that. But you know what? I am here today, and I keep it moving, and I tell the Most High, if this is what I am to do for you, I don't mind working for you, because it don't work for me to help build other people's businesses, but it can help me to help build the business of the Most High, Mother and Father. And the business is to have that spiritual practice, to stay grounded, for us to be spiritually connected, for us to understand that healing is not a bad thing, healing is a good thing. Healing is what takes you into your purpose. It takes you into your gifts. And there's so many things to explore when it comes to spirituality. So I don't want to start talking to y'all a whole another hour. I do miss y'all. I'm glad to be back. Like I said, the challenges are pretty much over. The conflict, y'all leaving other people to deal with their own conflict. You're letting them sabotage their own life. They can no longer sabotage yours. Teaching people how to treat you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Continue to live your truth. And until next time, take care.